Nihilumbra is a side-scrolling platform game available for iOS devices such as the iPod 4th generation, iPhone 4S, and iPad. Beautifun Games, a small team based out of Sabadell, España, developed the game, and it is the first game the team has produced. The title originally came out in late June 2012 and is tremendously affordable at just $2.99. One of the best things about Nihilumbra is its melancholic, almost depressing, but beautiful story. The game is about the main character, Born, breaking away from the void and escaping to the real world. Now, while being acclimated and amazed by the world around it, an omniscient voice never lets it forget that the void will not let go because it is a part of the void. On its journey to outrun the void, Born finds colors in the world that allow it to manipulate the environment in surprising ways. The story is effective and evocative in the simplicity of its prose. While it's clear and easy to read, it has so much subtext loaded into it that it becomes deeper, even if the ultimate philosophical quandary of Born's existence and the parable it represents seems evident. This game incorporates story and gameplay in such a spectacular way, it's hard to think of a game, especially for iOS devices, that just put in such a good, fluid experience among the two between gameplay and story that sometimes even war against each other in this game. Now, it does incorporate story and gameplay in such a spectacular way. You'll really see that the two elements really balance each other out nicely. The game on the surface is basically a side-scrolling platformer where the player has to avoid gaps and enemies while making their way to the end of the level. While that's true in a sense, the game throws plenty of variations to that simple formula. Mixing up the platforming actions are the extensive and varied puzzles that the player needs to solve in order to continue progression through the level. The key to the puzzles come in the form of various colors Born gains in the 5 worlds inside the game. Very difficult to think of an iOS game that's equaled this in terms of emotional value and the way you really get attached to Born here and the way you really get engrossed into the story. It's just really one of a kind for iOS devices, and I really hadn't felt this kind of attachment to a game since I played Journey on PS3, and I just kept thinking this is iOS's Journey. So to wrap up the review, this game, Nihilumbra, is amazing. And while there are plenty of games available for iOS devices, very few of them will leave the impression that this game does. And this is definitely recommended. We're giving it an Editor's Choice Award, one of the very few we've given for iOS device games. It's a must-own, guys. Definitely want to check this out. Nihilumbra, it's only $2.99 in the iOS store. Definitely check it out. Amazing game.